Okay, let's do this one last time. So, what is a Spidersona? A Spidersona is someone's original character, or their interpretation of themselves as a spider person. This all started after the release of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and in that movie there was a quote that gave people inspiration to create their own Spidersona. Anyone can wear the mask. You can wear the mask. If you didn't know that before, I hope you do now. So my main channel already did Spidersona video, but there's some parts that looked a little bit iffy to me, and I could definitely improve upon on some other parts of the costume, but there are some parts I really did like, so I'll be keeping some aspects that I liked and changing it up a bit for the parts I don't like. So with the first image, I went with a more standard Spider-Man pose, with him web-slinging across the page. If you've ever drawn Spider-Man before, then you know how difficult it is to get the poses to look right. So I actually went through a few poses, some of which you will actually see pop up in this video, of designs that I decided to scrap, but it's hard to get the pose to look right. So I looked up tons and tons of references of Spider-Man and settled on a picture from the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, which if you haven't watched it before, you should do so now because it was a really great show growing up with, and yeah, it still holds up to this day actually, so yeah, go watch that. I wouldn't call myself an expert by no means, so I do recommend looking up some references just in case if you get stuck or you don't know where to begin. I even know some experts who need to look up some references, so basically if you get stuck on something, don't panic. Just look up a tutorial or look up some Google images. The thing that I always get stuck on are hands. So every time I draw, I always have a tab open up just in case with a bunch of hands in different poses. So as you may have noticed, there are lots of cuts in this video. That's because the app I was using, which has a built-in screen recorder for it, crashed a few times whenever I open up a new layer or have too much layers open up. And when I was rendering the video, some parts like lagged and had like one frame that stretched to a certain point and it's just frozen there until it starts moving again. So yeah, there will be some cuts in this video sadly, but hopefully next art video I do, everything will be a lot better. Okay, so I'm just going to shut up now and hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of the speed paint. And there you have it, my Spidersona, banana spider. I know, stupid name, but there is a reason for that. So I grew up in Florida, and occasionally I'll see these very yellow-looking spiders in my yard. Used to freak me out a bit growing up because they do get pretty big, and I do have, let's just say, a big case of arachnophobia. Spiders do terrify me. They should all die. I hate spiders. I really do hate spiders. I don't know how Spider-Man became my favorite superhero growing up, but somehow he did, and somehow I'm still terrified of spiders, believe it or not. So yeah, even though this specific type of breed used to freak me out a bit, I always did like the colors on them. Maybe because they always stood out, and unlike huntsman spiders, which I always see as well, which always blend in with the dirt or wood, I can easily spot them and easily can be able to avoid them. Anyway, banana spider is just another name for a golden orb weaver spider. But I couldn't use that name because there were already a bunch of orb weavers on DeviantArt alone. So I decided to go with a banana spider. And I don't think anyone else would use that name for how ridiculous it sounds. I mean, it's DeviantArt after all. Most of the time people will use just an edgy name. This coming from a guy who has a channel called Zombie Match T-Rav, but whatever. With that being said, this is the end of the video, but before I do end it, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to LifeNoobCH, and hopefully I didn't butcher that, for drawing my Spidersona. I like how he's annoying her Spidersona, and I mean, with a name like Banana Spider, I would like to think that he would be an annoying character. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And why not just ring that bell so you can be notified for future episodes and videos, because for some reason, you have to basically subscribe twice to a channel because this is YouTube after all. I mean, does anything make sense really? Nowadays, you know? And if you want to see more of me, because I know you do, I mean, come on, just listen to this beautiful voice. I do have a gaming channel called Zombie Match T-Rav, so why not check that out as well? And seeing that I have your attention, subscribe to PewDiePie and unsubscribe to T-Series. I'm doing my part, why not do yours? And if you made it this far into the video, then comment down, I don't know, go web go, or something. I'm running out of these already, and this is the second video on this channel. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching.